So I was sitting here testing dumb theories and ideas in Space Engineers 2, as one does when a new sandbox game comes out, launching missiles at stuff when I had an idea. Would it be possible to make trailers? And not know what you think like a movie trailer, but like, there's this new system in the game that as long as you're going a certain speed, when you hit something, it doesn't do damage. So that gave me an idea. Would it be Would it be possible to hook up two grids without them actually being attached and have them tow each other? So we're gonna try that. We're gonna try that real quick. See, we are going to extend this out and create a little bracket. And with this bracket, that isn't yet built, I want to know if it's possible. Let's make it a 2x just for sake of leeway. If it's possible to... Okay. We need to move that. To make a little trailer system. Now, I know that's not making a whole lot of sense at the moment, but it will shortly. Also, I completely messed that up. Oops. I need you to be on that side. There we go. So the idea here is because the grids don't do damage to each other when under a certain amount of speed. Let's see if we can slide in there. Okay, it's not working out. Oh. Aha! When they're under a certain amount of speed, if they could slide in here and not damage one another, or at least that's kind of the idea. We're gonna make use of these smaller blocks to kind of keep these guys in line here. Keep them from sliding back out. And let's see if it'd be possible to move this like this. Now, we are going to turn the dampeners of this one off. And we are just going to try and use this one to pull it. Hopefully. Will this work? Oh, it's not happy, but it is working. Wow. Okay. I'm actually really surprised by this. It's working. The game isn't super happy about it, but because it's not going very fast, it's not doing damage. I've just, in a weird way, linked these two grids together without actually causing any damage. Now, what's interesting is if I keep going up and laid off the spacebar, that grid behind me tries to keep doing that, and it kind of throws me off a little bit. So I can't go too quickly in one direction and expect to slow down, I think. Let's accelerate past 40 meters a second, and then try and stop, and see if this does damage to me. No. I think that's because there wasn't a lot of room for it to go. But I'm able to turn. It isn't a great system. The game is not happy about it. But it's working. I'm not taking damage. My game isn't crashing. And I'm able to move these grids. Now, I think my primary trailer here, or truck, whatever you want to... Tugboat, I guess. Tugboat, yeah. Needs a little more horsepower. But other than that, I think that'll work pretty well, honestly. I want to try and upscale this. How big can I make this and it still function? So real quick, we've gone ahead and added more thrust to the main grid. 3 larger forward, 1 side, and 2 backwards. Now, we're not really going up and down, so I didn't see that as much of something that needed to be necessarily done. But I want to see... Okay, the game hates this. Also, I did not know those were connected like that. Well, we just weight reduced. Wow, this works really well. What happens if I get to a stupid amount of speed and then stop? Oh, good God. Okay. So, at a super high speed, it starts... Yeah. I want you to know it's doing that, not me. And I'm going to make it a point by aiming down as long as I can while we speed up. Yeah, it's like slowly starting to pull me. Yeah. So up to an extent, we can go fairly quick. About 200 miles an hour. That's the speed I have it set in. Which is still relatively fast. It's not a perfect system. As you can see, I'm continuing to try and gun it forward while it's doing this. Okay. This is interesting. I want to see if I can make this bigger, add to it. As you can see, we've made our train a little bigger. This time, I have the dampeners on those other 2 ships, and I want to see if it will balance out. I wonder if it's just freaking out because of the high speed with no dampener. I'm not sure. But we've got another ship clamped on there. Oh, Lord. Yeah, those 2 ships are fighting back really, really hard. Like, significantly harder than I thought they would. Oh, Lord. I wonder if I can kind of close this gap here a little bit to keep the block from advancing forward anymore. I think if I can get a tighter snug, it should work better. At least that's what I'm hoping. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn the dampeners off of these 2 ships. Z. And Z. Alright, I've got this as high as I can. It doesn't appear that it will graciously let me slip a block in here to kind of stop it. No, it won't. If I just had just a tiny bit more room, I could slide the block up just a little more and then pinch that here and keep it from moving all like just completely, but it doesn't seem like the game wants me to do that. But we've reduced its movement to about a block and a half. So maybe that will function better? Let's see. Oh, good. Oh, my. Okay. I don't know. With me looking down, it functions a little better. It's hard to fight it. You have to kind of like keep it down and up, I think. Yeah, it wouldn't start wanting to go up. Oh, good lord. So, that makes me think, if I can fight and accelerate fast enough, can I hit 600 miles an hour? That's going to be today's goal. So, let's just throw a bunch of acceleration on, shall we? So, Jake has thrown the biggest thruster he could find on it, and, let's see what happens, shall we? We might have to use something else, but still. Oh, Lord. I tried so hard to get that to, like, angle. Alright, what if we put a thruster behind and slight overdrive? Would that balance? Or maybe override a thruster going up and down to keep it from doing that, maybe? What happens if we try and roll in this? Oh. Good God. Wait. We almost hit it. Oh, Lord. I don't know if that broke off or if it slipped out. Wow, that managed to slip out. Those are gone, by the way. I don't... No. Those are... Those are long gone. Alright, back to the drawing board, I guess. Okay, so this time we built something a little long. I was curious if it was mass, if it was weight, or if it was the block behind it having thrust that may have been causing the issue. So we are going to just gyroscope one end, gyroscope the other, and just hope that's good enough, along with adding 2 gyroscopes to this, just in case. Can we get this thing to go over get this thing to 600? Okay, this is more stable. I cannot believe this. We reached the match speed. Oh, but the second we turned with this, it was all over. Okay, I can't actually believe this is working. I'm actually kind of shocked here. That worked very well. What if I remove the gyro from this, though? I'm curious if that made any impact at all. Okay. Huh. Okay. So we've confirmed this works. How can I make this work better? If I added a thruster that's overdrived in both directions, do you think that would work? Kind of like balance each other out? Would that help it? I want to know if that would keep it more smooth. No. Okay. Another idea. Do the same thing, but on this end, closer to the hitch of the trailer. It's clearly not having a problem with going forward or even backwards. It's just having a problem keeping itself stabilized. The gyroscope didn't seem to have any impact. And I don't know if this will make much of a difference either. But I'm willing to give it a try. Maybe it being forced in a perfect direction that isn't forward or backwards, it might be a little more stable. Okay. Ah. No. Okay. What if I slowly worked my way? Let's turn Z off. Just slowly accelerated. No counter dampener, nothing. And just like that, we've been able to go at max speed without losing it entirely. What happens if I turn my dampeners on? Okay, so it's dampeners. Interesting. So it's the thrust in a direction that isn't a singular direction that's causing it to wig out. Okay. What? Okay, this is kind of strange, but what if I... The space trailer is very weird. But I want to make it work. What if I force this thing into me at all times? That sounds so weird. Will that work? Or will it kind of freak out a little bit? Okay. Alright, it's trying to level itself out. Okay. I'm getting a lot of upspin. I don't think this is gonna work. We've got over 600. Okay. Yeah. It seems more stable. It just was spinning upwards a lot. I don't think this is gonna work because it's trying to go in whatever direction it last falls in. Oh, okay. Hold on, we might be onto something here. Haha! We did it! What is very interesting is we've hit this max speed, yet the block behind us... I can't hear myself think. Okay, the block behind us is still pressing against the back of this, which means it's trying to push forward at a higher speed than max speed. Because when we fully accelerated, this should have came back a little bit. But yet it's bouncing in between. It's not fully forward and it's not fully back, which means it's trying to go faster and then sometimes slows down just under. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I can't believe this is working. Okay, and I'm standing on it. I'm like actively walking on this. Oh, it's getting more unstable with my weight back here, though. Okay, so weight, length, and thrust all take a percentage into how this thing is going to perform. Yeah, me standing on this side, it's dipping. Okay. Interesting. I bet this can, like, really be used in the future. Like, if they don't bring us, oh god, like, hinges in rotors and whatnot, by the time we get, like, survival and stuff, I bet we could kind of use systems similar to this, because there's no way to turn off block damage currently in the game. So, if this wasn't working, it would be damaging the block. Now, that collision damage, I should say, is working. Thruster damage doesn't do anything. I mean, if I just... Yeah, as you can see, it's not taking damage. It doesn't care. Thruster damage, one thing. But collision damage is on. So, as long as nothing changes with how this works, when it's the survival game part of the... Oh. 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 And there she goes into the distance, the far horizons, to find new adventures and journeys. But yeah, no. As long as the way this doesn't, as the way this works doesn't change, this should be usable, like in the survival setting. If they don't give us like hinges and rotors and whatnot, and we need little trailers to work with, in like space and stuff, because we don't want our grid to like be way down or too much. Like we don't really know all the items and mechanics coming to the game by the time we get survival, but this could be a valuable way of like moving stuff. I think that's it, way over there. I lost it because I moved my mouse. No, oh yeah, look right there. I think that's the dot. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new. It just took a bunch of damage. It hit an asteroid. That's actually hilarious. That's actually really funny. It actually went out there and hit something, even though I don't have it loaded. That's pretty cool. If you're new here, subscribe. I'm almost to 200. I appreciate it. Like the video if you like it. Comment down below if you have any ideas or weird theories on stuff to do in this game. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.